The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cards of the Heart, and welcome back to Puzzle General's Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2021. We've got 4 more great matches for you live on Twitch. We'll be getting a lot more insight into how this final bracket will be shaping up, and one of those races that will almost certainly find ways to decide how this bracket is going to go. It is going to be from Group C, which took place earlier in the week. It is our overall number 3 seed, FFRPro21, against our overall number 11 seed, 6 FFR, coming into this match at a record 2-0, 6 at 1-0, so good things are on the line for both players. And to help me call this action, it's the person who decided to name themselves after this game. It's Tetris Attacker.
Hey Cards, happy to be here. Yes, I did name myself Tetris Attacker. Yes, it is after this game. You can call me TA if that makes it easier for you guys to keep it straight. But don't look at my group with Tay and Ty. There's just too many T's. But this is a great group. I'm happy to be here. This is actually going to be one of the matches I was looking forward to as a less obvious competitive match. Six has got some skills, and he's going up against a juggernaut, but I think he's up for a good challenge here.
Oh yes, we should be expecting a great challenge from this one, if nothing else. But first, if you're just tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how it works, believe me, you're not the only one. Don't worry about it. You're not going to be the first or the last to ask questions about this game. So let me try a bit quickly to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Tetris Attack is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in August 1996 for North America and November 1996 for Europe. It was also broadcast on the Japanese Teleview service from November 1996 until the service was discontinued in June 2000. As a Match 3 puzzle game, if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you'll need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can quickly add up if stacked correctly. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear and then have the panels directly above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will also make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. That said, due to the way this game handles combo garbage as well as the overall speed of these opponents, you will almost exclusively see our players make them run out of time through timely garbage attacks. Easy mode has 10 stages, normal mode has 11 stages, and hard and V-hard, as we call it, have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. best of luck to all of our players. So we are playing this tournament under the one-player versus mode, speedrunning against the computers that we love so much around here. Our 17 players who signed up were divided into 4 round-robin groups, and they will be tasked with playing against each other until everyone has played everyone at least once, and we're getting a bit close to finishing that part up. We have been playing a best of 5 speedrun race matches against each other, so the first to win 3 races against the other wins the match, and we've been racing, going through these computers on all of the game levels. That's easy, that's normal, that's hard, that's V hard as well. So before the match, both players decided on the first level to race, and then the loser of that race got to pick the next level, and rinse and repeat until all of the matches, all the levels have been played, or we have picked a winner. And if we do get to a Game 5, which we have seen a couple of Game 5s in this tournament, the Game 4 loser does get to pick from any of the levels. So once we get to about April 11th, about 2 weeks from now, we will hopefully be able to announce the top 2 players in each group that have made it to the final bracket. And
as you said, we're about halfway through these group stages, and a couple of these groups are really starting to shape up. We're starting to get a real good picture of what's happening. And one of them right now is this Group C that we have here in front of us. And as it stands right now, a 6 is sitting in that second and final advancing spot for the group, going up against FFR, who has solidified himself there in that first spot. But a win here for 6 would go a long way to making sure he can fight off those challenges from both Lunar and I Like Being Smart.
Yeah, a win for 6 basically locks the first seed in place for him, but a loss would leave this open to some potential chaos for the number 2 seed if we end up getting to that point. And I think by the time we finish this live broadcast today, you might be able to see which direction this group ends up going in. But let's take a look at both of our players individually, and as you can see, as you get lower in the difficulty levels, these two are more and more competitive with each other. Like even within the potential range of variance, 6 has definitely posted fast enough times that he could snipe a game or 2 off of FFRTA.
Oh, absolutely. I think when you're going up against a player as skilled and as fast as FFRPro is, known for his cursor speed, you have to simply put yourself inside that range of variability. And it's a smaller range on those lower levels. Easy and normal mode have less variance to them. So you have to be closer to have a chance. And it looks like across the board, 6 is within the range on any given match, and that's really all you can hope for when you're up against someone who's simply got as much speed as FFR does. But 6 is able to top out an opponent real quick, which is simply getting enough blocks on your opponent from the very beginning seems to be the name of the game in easy and to a degree in normal, and that's an advantage that he very well could leverage here. Yes.
Both of these players, I think, sport some pretty good cursor movement. 6 plays games like Tetris Effect at a high level, and FFRPro plays games like Tetris Attack at a high level. So I do hope to see some artful cursor movement in this one. At least that's what I was thinking going in, because I did have to officiate over this match. So hopefully nothing slips out prematurely. But let's not waste any more time. It's FFRPro21. It's 6. Let's get right to it. Alright, and as you can probably tell from 6's end, we are starting on V-Hard for this first game. Definitely cranking it up very early on.
Fastest game mode along with hard, and the most variance in the AI. But as most of you know, it's also the comfort zone for most runners. It is the most competitive category in general. So the start here is easily one that I'm not surprised that they agreed to, because they're both very comfortable here. It's going to make our middle rounds of today's match really interesting as far as who's picking what. But it's a great place to start for everyone to show off their skills here.
Alright, we are just about ready to get these two started here. This is a best of 5 speedrun race. Again, we are starting on V-Hard for this game 1. Let's go. And FFR starting off very fast, but not getting too many combos in the chain. So chain has to get a bit big to make sure that Lakitu is filled. And I would say a 17-second start is definitely a good way to start this run.
You'll take that anytime you're not doing a PB grind. 26 seconds over there on 6's side seems to be tournament luck for a lot of people on Lakitu, who just has a tendency to be as much of a troll as possible. As you mentioned, FFR's trying to get a few more combos in those chains there. Not doing as many as we're used to seeing from him. 6 is really heavily pushing the combos and chains. Maybe the tail end of those chains not having as much, but early on pushing it in there, trying to keep that top part. Not quite enough for Bumpty here, though.
Yep, selling for another 26-second stage. Please don't let that be a running theme, because you're not gonna last long in FFR Pro if you keep getting 20-something second stages. And okay,
yeah, those are
good chains here, good combos here.
26 seconds is not a bad time, but you are up against FFR Pro. That bad times are not your problem. Even good times aren't going to be good enough when he kicks on the booster jets.
The 16 seconds, there. Oh, 6 having to send nine lines to Poochie, and it wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite timed well enough. That timing can be so hard to get right, and if you don't get it right, you do see some punishment.
Yeah, that timing's nearly impossible to hit correctly when the opponent gets all the way down when they've only got 3 lines to work with. You anticipate the normal range, of that 6 to 8 lines that you need to send, and sometimes you'll send a 9th, but it takes so long to do it. You usually don't. When you need it, timing that just becomes so difficult.
Generally, the more time you need to send a chain, the more garbage needs to be sent within that chain. It is a very, very vicious spiral that hardly anyone that speedruns this game can escape. Okay, alright, another 16-second stage for FFR Pro. Very much.
Yeah, I was worried that follow-up wouldn't quite be enough, but Froggy didn't quite do the down stack that I expected there, and the FFR will absolutely take that. Good follow from 6 here. Is it enough? He had enough to top off, but not enough. There was just enough stop time going around to get to it for Froggy.
Was that another 16-second stage for FFRPro?
Yep.
Okay, FFR's trying to run laps right now. This is going to be 6 is going to be in for a long day if this is what FFRPro is putting up consistently.
Yeah, but I mean, 6 is keeping it within a stage, going into to Blarg as FFR was leaving. That's really all you need to do when you're not quite as fast as someone like FFR. Keep it within a stage, get to the cave, and just try and take advantage when the trolling inevitably happens. It's just a question of if it's enough and if they troll you too.
Well, apparently FFR didn't like the 16-second variance he was getting and decided to get 15s instead.
Level up.
Oh my goodness. Just the raw speed of FFR's cursor, trained from years and years of line clear experience. It's just a beauty to watch.
Yeah. Meanwhile, 6 is putting some good garbage, getting the opponent topped off, and just not getting the timing quite, or that lunge fish was just. It should have been there. It felt like it should have been okay, and Lunge went and got the match anyway, and that's what really hurts you and gives a big advantage to cursor speed and general overall drop speed. If you can drop more on the opponent quicker, even if they get a clear, you still can get a good time out of it, like that 15. Because it compounds. It's not just the speed at which your opponent can do it, but if your opponent has more time or is able to make more clears, they get more stop time, which means they have more time to do something bad with it. And so if you're able to stop all of that at the very beginning and just get ahead of that time curve, you're in a big advantage. It's the constant fight, especially here in V hard. Oh, the horizontal 6.
Oh,
from Piranha.
Oh, there might be a problem here. There might be a problem here.
Piranha. Oh,
wow.
almost had enough stop time to go get that. I was concerned.
Oh man, that would have definitely left FFR with quite a bit of salt.
Oh, there is no troll that hits you harder than a AI who has literally one line of garbage, 6 pieces or less, and gets a flat clear to get out of a jam that you completely locked him into. So luckily that wasn't the case here, but man, that looked close.
Okay, at least 6 is crush killing Hookbill here, so not all is lost for 6.
Yep,
but
he's short on time, but he's keeping it close enough that a really bad stage on FFR's side could be taken advantage of. FFR is not letting a really bad stage happen right now, though. 32 is not up to his standards, but that's by no means catastrophic.
Oh yeah, but yeah, it is like if we're going to get a really bad stage, there's only one more stage to get it. We are on the 12th and final stage here for FFRPro. The favorite in this match, looking to strike first blood. Going out of the way for a 9 combo there.
Yeah, he had the 8 lined up and didn't like it enough. Went out of his way to turn it into a 9.
And yeah, that Bowser just went X10 chain. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, that's a sign. Let's see, 6 just coming out of Piranha here, so Bowser's got to keep trolling for a while. He's definitely capable of it. For 6 to have a chance to catch up, he's still got to get through the hocus pocus there of Kamek. So let's see how. Man, that X10 block that Bowser dropped is just still eating up all of FFR's screen.
The worst part about this, yeah, okay, I was afraid of this. Looks like Bowser's no longer topped off, and that's the biggest issue with the large.
But he's eating up all of his ammo. Bowser's gonna. Oh, okay. It didn't drop in time.
But yeah, FFR's been having to build from Bowser's garbage, and that's really slow. You gotta wait for everything to transform there. So
FFR had a chance for a crush kill, but if he had been able to drop, but he just had so much slow going. Oh, there we go. Bowser had to go all the way up to that second tier and finally ran himself out of stop time. Minute 28. That qualifies as trolley. Meanwhile, Kamek hocus pocusing their way through 6 over here with the troll of their own. 55 seconds. And what was our final time there from FFR?
Yeah, with a minute 28 Bowser, mind you, that was still an 8:48. My goodness.
That's disgusting. With that much of a Bowser troll and a sub 9, that's gross. FFR, you disgust me in all the best ways.
Let's see 6 try to finish this run strong. I don't think sub 10 is gonna be possible anymore. That is not a good feel.
And untopped. Okay. 6 is making some good combos, making sure he doesn't get wedged down at the bottom under the garbage. He's doing a lot of really good things to prevent the catastrophic stage here, but you can only do so much when Bowser decides to just take forever.
So yeah, one thing you always want to keep in mind is you want to be able to keep your stack raised at all times. 6 is able to keep his stack relatively full, so that way he doesn't get into a super long match with Bowser.
And 6 beat Bowser 25 seconds faster than FFR did, so I think that counts him as a winner. Even though technically he didn't win the round, if you beat Bowser faster, I think that means you win, right?
You definitely win something for that. That was that. God, wow, Bowser just doing Bowser things. Yuck, disgusting. That leads.
Yeah, and even with all that trolling at 10:38, it's a very solid time. But yes, the star does go to FFR.
Let's go ahead. Throw on that star. Oh man, FFR definitely showing right here why he is one of the favorites to win it all. 6 definitely no slouch in this department. Probably not the Tetris game he is best at, but definitely has top. Like as we saw earlier, I believe 6 has top 10 times in most of the categories in versus play. So FFR trying to style and run laps on everyone here.
Yeah, we signed up for some crazy, some variance and some trolling by our runners did, at least, by picking V-Hard first, and the game delivered, as it tends to do.
Alright then, with that out of the way, it is time for 6 to pick the next level, and we can't help but notice that 6 has posted more competitive times on the earlier levels. Like, I believe there was a point where 6 I think there might have been a point where 6 was top 5 in one of the categories. Definitely qualified 5th in easy and 6th in normal. So I feel like one of the lower levels would be more advantageous for 6 to go for. Yeah,
and this is some of the the gamesmanship that you were mentioning before that you didn't quite expect out of this tournament when you put up the format. But there's also a strategy here where hard may be the pick, with Six thinking if he can snipe a V hard or a hard, and then have a better chance at either easy or normal in rounds 3 or 4. There's a lot of different ways you can go, but we're going easy. Okay.
We are going easy. Six is definitely more confident in these levels. Like even the range of variance puts Six in a good enough spot to get some sort of favorable results out of this one. But FFR did qualify first in easy. Did kind of set a record during qualifying, so I don't know if this level is really the best pick. But we are about to see this game 2 get underway.
You gotta do one of the these rounds at some point here. And easy tends to be one that favors execution a lot more over simply hedging against the RNG. So I'm not really surprised that Six went here. There's not really a weak link to go after with FFR, so it's not like you're picking at a big disadvantage anywhere. You're trying to pick where you're comfortable. But Lakitu's a troll on any mode.
FFR is showing how comfortable he is with easy mode, though, starting 14 and 18 with the first 2 stages. Oh man, like even with how slow these foes are, you send garbage fast enough, you can still get some fast times. But you are very much constrained by how fast the engine moves at this speed. It's really hard to go fast.
Yeah, and you have to be good at sending a lot of garbage in that first wave here on easy mode. The opponents don't raise their stack. The game mode is slower, so the stack naturally by the 10-second point or so when you want your garbage to drop, it hasn't even raised a whole line. Like, you know, in VHard it'll have raised a line and a half, maybe 2, naturally. So you have to send a lot more garbage than maybe you think if you're used to a VHard mode, and it requires you just spamming a lot of combos in with that chain garbage.
Well, FFR not missing a beat on this lower level, get going 16 seconds again. Six, to his credit, is definitely weaving some good combos in these chains, and that's definitely a good enough. That is definitely a good enough chain to finish this Wiggler. 15 for,
and he's improved a little bit here. His first couple stages, he held on to chains. And wasn't dropping on the opponent quite quickly enough, and it looks like he's made that adjustment. The last 2, he's gotten a little bit quicker, not done as much extra work that wouldn't yield any extra, garbage on the opponent's screen. Really lined up more with what it needs to be, and it's resulting in a little bit quicker here. If he can keep that up, the one line that he needed to follow, get the 19 on the Froggy. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice recovery there.
And the 13 combo.
Seriously? Yeah, I just saw that 13 combo. Yeah, okay. Goodness gracious. I think a 14 combo actually says 3 lines of garbage. If I remember right. It's been a while since I've had to look those combos up, but there's a lot you can end up doing with the largest combos.
I'm gonna have to go look at that VOD later and see how much garbage it created. But that was a thing of beauty regardless. Wow.
And you know what? Let's just Yeah, let's just follow up with another 16-second stage. Why not? Why not at this point?
Casually drop a 16. But once again, 6 is within a stage here through some of the late Yoshi Friends levels as we approach the cave. It's a shortened cave here in Easy, but got to keep it within that one stage and have a chance. There's less variance here in Easy mode, but there is still some. Trolling can still happen, and that's to a degree what you have to count on, especially if you're already running a little bit behind.
Oh, it's not getting any better though. Though here, 19 seconds for FFRPro entering the cave at about 4:41. Anything
That's
sub 5 is
time.
really good. And,
I don't think that was enough. 6. Oh, it might be.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
That is
18.
Is just fine.
He gained 1 second on FFR.
Yeah. 6 definitely at a high level in this match.
Oh, and the clear
but,
from Hookville.
That said, FFR is still playing a bit faster, and he's getting rewarded handsomely.
Yeah, 25 is slow for what FFR's been putting up, but still really fast in general. Let's see if 6 can gain a little bit of time, but he's running low on chances to catch up here. 19, so he gained a few more seconds there, but we are at the final stage. This Easy only goes through Piranha. No hocus pocus here.
Though I think there is a code for that. we won't be using it in this run, unfortunately. Oh, garbage clear would go a ways towards preserving hope, but no.
The cursor speed from these opponents here in Easy mode just isn't enough to get it if there's more than one tower to drop for a drop down. 21 seconds to finish it off, and I think that was a low 6. What was the final time on that?
What we got here? So yeah, that one was definitely more competitive. That's for sure. 6 came in there with a 6:21. Nice.
Very respectable time.
But FFR got 6:02.
6:02. Oh my goodness.
Insane. Like as I was saying in the last match, there was a time this weekend in our Friday night community race session where a bunch of us were just trying to grind easy mode runs just so someone could get a 6:30 on the night. Just anyone could get sub 6:30, and okay, yeah, 6:02.
6:02. 6:02. As usual, FFR popping off and putting a great time. On the leaderboard, 6:02 is a 5th place time. Only 4 people have a time faster than that, including FFR himself. That's impressive, as always.
And it's definitely enough to give FFRPro that 2nd star. Oh,
and the speed of FFR. There was a few of those late stages where he just got plain unlucky. That was one fall of the last 3 stages goes his way. He shaves 3 seconds off, and it's a sub 6. My goodness.
All right, it is up to 6 once again to pick the next level, and hopefully it will not be the last. If FFR does win one more, he will absolutely clinch the 1st seed in this group. So there's a bit of a decision for 6 to make here between normal and hard. To figure out how he can come back in this match. And 6 did decide.
Is it looking like normal?
Yep, he did decide on normal. So,
all right.
We will.
As we mentioned from the top, those 2 easier modes seem to be where 6's time is closer than an FFR. So maybe he feels between those he's got the best chance, and having already used up easy, he goes to normal.
Yeah. 6 has got to be feeling more confident in the earlier levels, and that 620 easy is still a very, very good time. So 6 has reason to be confident in these earlier levels. Normal mode does play just a bit faster than easy mode, but it's still slower than hard and V hard, at least for how everything falls. And yeah, these opponents are still not great to try to ruin you with, but that kind of makes normal mode one of the more popular training grounds for this tournament. We'll see how much the training pays off here in this game 3. FFR on game point, on match point even, and finding.
My goodness, he fumbled a little bit there at the beginning, couldn't find a start, and once he got it, he still got an attack off faster than I think I normally do when I know what I'm doing from the start. Oh my goodness.
And but it was the garbage clear that ended up being the difference there. 6 does strike the early blood with an 18. We still want 20-second stages in this level, and
in fact, sub 20 stages may be a little bit easier to get a hold of here than they are in V hard. Maybe not a lot, but there are going to be some troll stages, of course. But your average stage time when they don't get a clear on you is going to be, in my opinion, a couple seconds faster even than a V hard opponent, just because they get clears less often.
And yes, the timer to these foes' demise actually does start earlier in these later levels, and yeah, we're definitely seeing it. We got both players throwing down 15s and.
Nice lag chain from 6. It's a bit big on the block, but he didn't waste
19s.
Much time building it.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh my goodness. Yep. 6 has very much a reason to be confident about this lower level. He is definitely keeping the pace at the very moment. Okay.
Nice mix of combos in with his chains there. 6 has been really consistent about that tonight. Even when he's not been getting quite as quick.
Okay.
But he's putting up a 13 to make sure that FFR's 14 doesn't put space between them. We'll take it.
Okay, we are so in love with those kinds of stages. More of those, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right, what have we got here? FFR. Not
6
building up
messing up his chain
fast.
and fixing it on the fly. He's feeling it right now. Hopefully enough to keep up with FFR here, but 6 is definitely feeling it. 19s for both.
There we go. Keeping that sub 20 pace. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it, and both players are definitely throwing in enough of their combos. So we are seeing both of these players near the top of their game right now. Such a good thing to watch.
That chain didn't work out quite as well as 6 wanted to, but a very good recovery. Is that going to be enough? It looks like it. 17.
And FFR got cleared on, so
yeah.
So 6 able to extend this lead here. Gonna need it. This is a must-win situation for him.
And one opponent clear, and it's a 6-second gap that suddenly has been opened up here. Maybe 7 seconds, if I was counting that about right. Great pace from both players right now. Swagging out the 6 chain timed drop, or 6 combo, I mean, and 6 chain. Why not? Both at the same time. 15 on the fish who hates us all. I don't care who you are or what you play or how fast you are. That fish just every once in a while just says, "No, I hate you. This isn't happening," and completely locks you up. And not today.
Yeah. The fish, Raphael, they both want to demand more garbage, as they tend to get their stack much lower than the rest.
6 with the follow, but it's a little late. Gonna get cleared on.
FFR also sending initial attack, getting cleared, but that is a lot of extra combo garbage, and that is a 15 for FFR Pro.
And another lead change.
Taking that lead right back. Both of our players entering the cave under 5 minutes. What a pace.
Sub 5 on both sides. This is insane. I love it.
Okay. FFR starting with a couple of 6 combos.
Not finding a follow. Yeah. And then a casual lag chain follow-up. That's just FFR for you. Oh, but 6 with the 13 on hook, Bill.
Oh, jeez. We are very, very tightly packed with 2 stages left to go. Oh, can 6 extend this match? At least one more game.
Oh, come on. All right.
Boy.
2 stages to go. Remember, no Bowser here on normal mode. Not quite what 6 wanted.
From 6.
And a little slow on the follow, too.
FFR plant getting really low, though.
Yep.
That's 20 seconds for FFR Pro. 6 still waiting for things to transform. Oof, that might just be it. That might just be the difference in this whole race.
Yeah, 6 did a great job of keeping that from being a catastrophic stage. That could have gone on a really long time, and he staunched the bleeding. But at the speed the 2 of them were going at right now, and FFR still is, that's probably enough. Yeah, I agree with you there. We'll see what Hocus Pocus has for us here.
X5 with quite a few.
But not enough to
combos.
Top. Can Kamek?
A bit low, trying to flatten.
Oh, Kamek's down stacking.
Oh, that is it. And 6 is falling right after.
Right behind.
Oh.
What was that, 4 seconds maybe? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's so close. So close. So 6's final time officially clocked in at 6:50. FFR's official time clocked in at 6:44. So,
wow.
Oh, that is going to be enough. That will be giving FFR Pro the 3rd star and the win.
Both of those times would be top 10 on the leaderboard. Those are really good times, and 6 actually. One bad break was enough to make that 6-second difference there. That was so close. And that's what you got to hope for with FFR, is that you can keep it close enough and hope the breaks cut your way. And man, 6 almost had that. That was great.
What a well-fought effort from both of these players, but it is going to be FFR Pro after a bit of a refresh. It is going to be FFR Pro finishing this group out at 3-0 and locking that first seed. And oh man, 6 currently tied. Well, no, 6 has a record of 1-1 at the moment, with ahead of Lunar Chimera's 0-1 and I Like Being Smart's 0-2. So 6 is still pretty well positioned, all things considered, to take the 2nd spot in the group, but that's going to depend on what we see from Lunar Chimera later on against I Like Being Smart. So, TA, this group is still far from decided.
This may be another group. We'll see what happens later today, but this may be another group that comes down to the last match in the group deciding it. Group C and Group D look like they're both going to be that way. Maybe even more, but we'll see. We'll see how everything shakes out. 6 leaving himself in a position where still has to win to advance, but has his fate in his own hands. Gonna have a match that he in front of him to win. He can't get it ripped away from him, so he's got a shot. And he took a good shot at FFR today, but FFR locks in and shows why the top 3 players really in this tournament are kind of on a different tier, and FFR is definitely in that group.
Yeah, FFR showing again why he is one of the favorites to win it all, and we will be seeing how FFR will show off that performance in bracket. But man, we still got quite a bit of ways to go on this live broadcast, TA. And I think you're going to be sticking around for the next one, correct?
I am. I'll be with you here for our next match, which is going to be another good one, I think.
It's gonna be happening live here on Twitch at Puzzle General. So make sure you are following us on Twitch to get those notifications of when we do go live. But this next match will be happening live. It will be happening in Group B with FoxyMan52 and Karaoke. So you will not want to miss that. And again, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you let us know that you liked what you saw with a like and a subscribe, and also follow us on Twitter at Puzzle General to get those other notifications of when the matches will be happening. So for Tetris Attacker and everyone else at Puzzle General, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.
Happy puzzling, everyone.